And we are back. Raiders franchise. In the last episode, we watched the Cowboys game where we ended up losing 17-14. And then we simmed the Vikings game where we lost 28-24, putting us at 11-4 on the year. In this episode, we're going to be playing the Kansas City Chiefs and potentially the Cleveland Browns. We'll see what happens. Obviously, they're not a very good record, but depending on, the severity of week 18 is if we'll watch it or not. So, yeah. No, bless me. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and start off with our storylines. For the playoffs, we'll quickly talk about we are currently the 2 seed. We have clinched our division, but we are still fighting for our seeding. Still can jump to the 1 seed. I believe we can drop all the way down to the 3 seed. Established to run. We have Ashton Genty, the best running back in the league. Our focus point should and always should be running this football. So, yeah, as you can see, he is potentially going to hit 2,000 yards. He needs to rush for, what is that, about 113 yards these next 2 games to get to 2,000 rushing yards. Joe Burrow, by the way, having an elite season. Look at that. 1,300 more yards in second place, 5,200 yards. We need to go ahead and see, like, his stat line if we're able to. I mean, that is crazy. 327 yards, 324 yards, 363, 372. I mean, what the heck? 285, we allowed him his least amount. 363. What the heck? He's averaging 300 yards a game. 400. 328. He's MVP. There's no question. I mean, this might be the greatest quarterback season of all time we're about to witness. And it's crazy because, I mean, looking at them, they're 10-5. Like, they are worse than us, record-wise. Yeah, he is probably going to win MVP, which sucks because Ashton Genty is having an MVP-like season at running back. So without any more delay, actually, there is going to be a few more delays. As you see, we are going to be without a few guys. Matt Royster and Charles Grant were already injured. Demario Douglas and D'Angelo Favors are going to miss this game now due to injury. So it's going to be a very uphill battle. Everyone, though, 1 week, going to be back for week 18. Hopefully we can give it our all then. So that is going to put just a bit more delay on this. We're going to go ahead and check our roster. Monte Litton going to get the wide receiver 3 reps. Savon Hill with the wide receiver 4. Albert Okwegbenum is going to get the tight end 2 reps. Very reliable tight end for us. Matt Royster, obviously, huge injury. It's going to be Cody Lindenberg getting the start. And then there was someone else injured. Oh, yeah, Charles Grant. But we've known he's been injured. Like, our O-line still looks really good regardless. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and hop into the game. Chiefs fighting for their playoff lives. They are currently the 7th seed. The Bengals lose 25-20. That's huge. We have a tiebreaker over them, so I believe that means... Yes, I accidentally did kick off. I apologize. I had a brain fart. Depending on the Titans record, we could honestly... They're 11-5. So we have the tiebreaker over them. However, so if we win this game, we would lock up at worst a 2 seed, depending on what Buffalo does. We need Buffalo to lose out and us to win out to get the 1 seed. Third and 2 after the incompletion. Ashton Jeanty 68-yard rushing touchdown. Amazing. And we're already well on pace for that 113 yards these next 2 games we need. Eddie Kirkland with the sack, the stud D tackle. 16 yards out of Xavier Worthy to recover that and more. But it's going to be incomplete. And they're going to have to punt it. And it's a good punt down at the 4-yard line. 4-yard rush by Albert Okwegbunam, the fullback in this situation. Jack Besh gets 12 yards. Very quiet season. Haven't had to rely on him too much. 6 yards to Monte Litton. Brett Bunkley, by the way, the third running back behind Jerome Ford, who was our second, and then Ashton Jeanty, obviously. Chargers lose theirs game, so that's huge. Obviously, we're not trying to see the AFC West in the playoffs. As the Chiefs are moving the football down at the 25-yard line now after a few good plays by Pacheco, even more. They are in the zone that is red, the red zone. We're going to go ahead and watch this play out, see if the Chiefs can score a touchdown, settle for a field goal, or if they end up scoreless. As Mahomes is going to slide down at the 4-yard line, 15-yard pickup there and a first down. Great awareness there by him. Now it's going to be handoff to Pacheco, and right there to meet him is Kyle Hamilton. No gain. Chiefs do have to call one more play before the end of the quarter, minimum. And it's going to be Juan Medrano, the tight end, who's going to get the touchdown there. With 14 seconds remaining, the Chiefs are going to even it up. Extra point good, 7-all. 3-yard rush for Jeanty. 6 yards for Jeanty there. 16 yards to Best for a first down. 6 yards for Jeanty again. 8 yards for Jeanty. Incomplete pass by Levis. 8 yards to Monte Lynn. 3rd and 2. I know we're in the red zone. I want to see this third down. Okay. First and goal down to the 9, Brock Bowers. Jeanty's going to fall forward for 4 yards. I can go at the 5. We are already at 111 rushing yards. He needs to average 113 these past 2 games. So he's 2 yards away from already reaching the average, and we're not even halfway through quarter number 2 yet. Levis rolling, going to take it himself, slides down at the 4-yard line. Solid pickup of about a yard or and a half. 3rd and 2 now, or 3rd and goal from the 4. Why I said 3rd and 2. And slings it in to Dante Fortin for the touchdown. And we're going to regain the lead 14-7, assuming the extra point is good, which it is. Kobe Dean with the pass breakup. 6 yards for Pacheco on the run, 3rd and 4. 5 yards to Silas Neighbors for the first down. Jonathan Castaneda, the fullback. Most teams don't really utilize fullbacks. Kansas City is one of the few teams who still do. Jeanty and Alquagbonam combined for a first down. Jeanty down with 5. Zachary Leak injured on this play. 3rd and 5 now. Incomplete pass by Levis, and we're going to probably punt this one away. Penalty on the offense. They're facing 2nd and 8 from the 3. 3rd and 4 now from the 7. incomplete, and they're going to have a tough punt ahead of them. Only a 38-yard punt, and then a 12-yard return. We get the ball at their 30-yard line. 4 yards to Bowers. 4 yards to Bowers again. Wait, what? I don't know what happened. Jeremy Jones, the interception. Former safety for us. First and goal at the 8. I didn't even realize the time. We're going to go ahead and hop into slow-mo. 50 seconds left. We're going to watch the rest of this half play out. First and goal at the 8 for the Chiefs. 1 timeout for them. 3 for the Raiders. And it's going to be a check down to Pacheco. He makes a man miss. Able to go out of bounds at the 4-yard line. There's an injury to Josh Simmons, the left tackle. Second and goal now at the 4-yard line. We see a man in motion. That's Xavier Worthy. Going to be a pass complete to Xavier Worthy. We don't want me to take a timeout. 36 seconds left. Third and goal. This could be 4-down territory for them. And it's dropped. Medrano unable to hold on. And it is. It's going to be 4-down territory. And we get the sack. Eddie Kirkland. Then Jensen's going to kick it outside. And there's no one in front of him. Oh my goodness. What a run. What a run. He might get the 2,000 this game. We were just going to give him the ball, try and get some extra yards for him before half. But great blocks. Able to get to the edge just faster than everyone. Oh, their stats. Genty with 219 yards and 2 touchdowns in the first half. Hop into slow motion because we have to in order to see the halftime reports. 2 seconds left though. The Chiefs going to try a Hail Mary, I imagine. And it's going to be batted down. Darian Porter. Great job there. All right, Jets Colts. It's going to be the Colts scrambling, throwing, and complete. 31-20 or 31-13. Colts get the win there. Jets still only 1 win. Probably going to get that #1 overall pick. Have to imagine quarterback is going to be on the table. Moving on now, we have Panthers Buccaneers. We already know the result, but this is a huge matchup. It's going to be the Panthers who win this one. Chuba Hubbard, 13-6. Panthers 10-6. Buccaneers 8-8. Don't know the severity of the NFC, but that might do it for the Buccaneers season. And then Commanders Dolphins both 8-7. It's going to be the Dolphins handing off Devon Achane. Going to break through all those tackles. 31-17. Sam Howell, by the way, back with the Commanders as the starting quarterback. That's crazy. Dolphins 9-7. Commanders 8-8. I know for the AFC, that's a huge win for the Dolphins, keeping their playoff hopes alive. All right, so here's the stats. Genty, 12 for 219, 2 touchdowns. He's ripped 2 big ones. I do love me some kick returns. Monte Linton going to take it back. Up to about the 26-yard line. All right, and that's where this offense will start. Up 21-7 against the Chiefs without our number one receiver. 10 yards to Brock Bowers. Without our O-lineman, without our stud defensive guy, Matt Royster. Not our number one guy, obviously, that's Max Crosby, but definitely our number two. Who else are we without? Someone else. You get the picture. Down at the 3-yard line. Good punt. We're going to force a 3-and-out. Oh, we're without DeAndre Favors. Yeah, he doesn't play too much. It's fine. Hopefully he'll get the increased role next year. 26 yards to Dante Fortin. 8-yard rush by Genty brings up 2nd and 2 inside the red zone. We're going to hop into slow-mo. Saints so far up 14-10 over the Eagles, pulling off the upset. And it's Genty going to fall forward. And there's an injury timeout to a Chiefs player, number 55. First down now at the 11, just outside the 10. Obviously, can pick up a first down without getting the touchdown. Just very unlikely. Genty's going to get 4 yards there. 2nd and 6 now at the 7. It's going to be Jack Besh. 3rd and 1 at the 2-yard line. Both Albert Alquebenham and Genty in the backfield, and we go quarterback sneak and don't get it. First and goal down at the 1. It's Albert Alquebenham. We were trying to get him a touchdown. Unable for him to get in, though. I mean, look at this. Absolute great job by this Chiefs defense. It sucks that, they had such little field to work with, or else they probably would have, stopped me. It was 4 for 2. Alquebenham unable to get in again. Jerome Ford now the back. He's unable to get in. 3rd and goal now at the 1. Genty's unable to get in. So Chiefs having a goal line stand right now. But just because you can do it for 3 plays doesn't mean you can do it for 4. Ashton Genty gets in from 1 yard out. His 3rd touchdown on the day. Six-yard rush by Pacheco. 9 yards for Mahomes. 10 yards to Juan Madrano. 12 yards to Marquise Brown to end the quarter. Alexander Schumer, the right tackle, injured there. 12 yards to Pacheco puts them at the red zone. Down 21. Playoff hopes hanging on by a thread. Need a 4th quarter miracle. If you want to have a quarterback do that, though, it's going to be Patrick Mahomes, and he's going to get it done with Xavier Worthy right there. Beautiful screenplay for the touchdown. 28-14 to score now. We still have the lead, thankfully. We just need to hold on to it. 6 yards for Genty. The audio is glitched. We're going to go ahead and wait for a first down. There it is. best for 4 yards and a first down. We'll watch this first down play. Fix the audio. Gonna be play action by Levis. Has time. Throwing. Complete Dante Foreign down to the 41 of enemy territory. Four-yard rush by Genty. 8 yards for Genty at the first down. Incomplete pass by McDuffie. Knocked it away. 29-yard receiving touchdown for Genty. That's his 4th of the game. Trying to figure who has the other one. Dante Foreign does. Eddie Kirkland with the sack. 3rd and 15. 6 yards. I mean, I feel like if you punt this ball, you're conceding. And they go for it and they fail. So I think we're going to win this one. 10-yard rush by Genty. 15-yard penalty against the Chiefs. I don't even know how that's possible. Also, it was pass interference in the end zone. First and goal at the 3-yard line. We give it to Brett Bunkley. And Genty getting his 5th touchdown, 4th rushing of the game. And that is most likely going to be the dagger. I don't know what the tiebreaker is for the Bills. I know even though we had the same record, they were ahead of us. So in case it is something like points differential, we're going to go ahead and keep our starters out there. Or points for, whatever it may be. Burning free now at the 31. They're in the red zone. They're moving this football. Obviously, their hopes are, I mean, they're going to need an absolute, miracle like that. I don't even think anything is going to be possible for them. 4 scores in 5 minutes, pretty much. And that's also assuming we don't get any. Good fall forward by Mahomes, though. 3rd and 2. We've only had 4 third down conversions and we scored 42 points. Mahomes with time, surveying. He's going to take it himself. Gets the first down, but not in the end zone. I'm assuming this is takeaways. First and goal from the 1. Probably going to be a quarterback sneak. No, they go handoff and Checo untouched in the end zone. We'll see if the Chiefs try and go for an onside kick. They do, but we recover anyway. Antonio Johnson. And it's going to be a penalty on the defense. And we're in the red zone again, so we're going to go ahead and watch this play out. And it's a good run by Jack. He's in again. He's in again. Oh my goodness. Max Traube with a 9-yard sack. And it's going to be a penalty on Tyree Wilson. 3rd and 14. They had 23 yards to Marquise Brown. 23 yards to Marquise. Wait, no, it's just a replay. 5 yards on Antonio Johnson penalty. Tyree Wilson with another sack. Kingsley Suamatea gets injured on the play. 3rd and 19. 4th and 13. They go for it. 14 yards, Xavier Worthy. 6 yards. Final play of the game. 1 second left. 3rd and 4. Never mind. 49-21. We end up winning this one. Genty saying Joe Burrow may be having a great season, but don't count me out of this MVP voting either. Will Levis, 17 for 25, 170 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Genty, 11 points per yards per carry. He rushed for nearly 300 yards and 5 touchdowns. Receiving Fortin, 4 for 58 and touchdown. Besh, 4 for 37. Bowers, 4 for 23. Linton, 2 for 14. Clevenham, 2 for 8. Genty, 1 for 29 and a touchdown. 6 touchdowns on the year or the game. 2 sacks for Dylan Parham. 10 total tackles for Kyle Hamilton, Eric Stokes, and Eddie Kirkland, with 3 tackles for Foster Kirkland and a sack and a half. 1 sack for Tyree Wilson, half a sack for Nakobe Dean, Kyle Hamilton, Max Crosby, Isaac Ford with an interception. Kicking, 7 extra points made, punting, 49.5 yard average, pretty good. So Genty, already for us, almost set the franchise rookie rushing record. He was short by 9 yards. This was for the fans. It's the Chiefs. We love beating the Chiefs. 96% approval rating. Players are at 94%, or 98. Everyone else is at 100. Go ahead and advance week to week 18. We'll see what playoff implications possibly lie ahead. The Bills have not locked up the 1 seed, which means there is a path for us to get it, which means we are obviously going to play with that in mind. Weekly awards. Genty. I mean, obviously, you got to give it to him. Look at that. 2,068 yards. He hit it this game. 20 rushing touchdowns on the year. That's not counting receiving. That's counting rushing. And what sucks is, I mean, he's having this insane year, and he's probably not going to win MVP. All the way down here at 6. That's not fair. We're currently winning Coach of the Year, though. Hell yeah. We do have Offensive Player of the Year. And then the Bengals have guys 2 through 4. So, I mean, Genty is literally carrying our team, is the only way to put it. Which, no complaints here. So yeah, week 18 we can potentially get the 1 seed. I don't know what the tiebreaker would be between us and the Bills. So if they lose and we win, we can get it. We are going to be the final game of the regular season though, Raiders Browns. Last thing I do want to quickly check is 2,105 rushing yards for Eric Dickerson in 1985. I see why we're the last game. Joe Burrow already has set the passing yards at 5,560. There's still a game to go for him. For us, we're obviously going to be trying to break that rushing record. We don't end up getting the rushing touchdowns. It's okay. I can remember before. I knew it was Alvin Kamara, but I can remember what of those were rushing, receiving. I guess all 6 were. So we are going to need. Well, I already forgot. We're at 68, 2,068. He's at 2,105. So we're going to need 40 rushing yards, pretty much, in this final game from Ashton Genty for him to break the single season all-time rushing record Granted, this was Eric Dickerson. He did it in way less than 17 games, so kudos to him. But we're coming for that record. Ashton Genty is. All right. But that is going to do it. Hope you guys enjoyed. I did. I'll see you guys next time for week 18, where, well, we're already in the playoffs. We've already guaranteed a top 2 seed. It's just a matter of, are we going to be getting a first round bye in the 1 seed, or are we going to be hosting the 7 seed, who is currently the Colts at 8-8, but teams 7 through 11 all have a chance at that final spot, with the Browns, who we'd play, being one of them. Jaguars and Colts, obviously. Well, let's actually check. Who do the Colts play? Colts and Jaguars play. So pretty much winner of that game, I believe, would get the 7 seed. So all these other teams out. But anyway, we'll figure that out next time. See you guys next time.